think I've gotten to the point where I'm creatively bankrupt. I'll sit down to type up a script or start editing a video, and about 5 minutes in, I'll just lose all of my motivation, and then I'll start second guessing myself. Like, is this even a piece of content that's worth putting out there? Is this something that I'm enjoying? Is this something that other people are going to enjoy? And is this something that the algorithm is even gonna pick up? This might be on a project that I just started, like right there in the moment, or this might be a project that's been a month in the making off and on. And I just start wondering if it's even worth putting out there, if it's even worth my time. And then I start thinking, is this even what I want to be doing? Am I even enjoying making these gaming YouTube videos? I got this apartment with my fiance about 5 months ago, and I told myself, this is going to be the year we just go balls to the wall. We upload high quality content every single week. We just put it out there. It's going to be great. And we're going to exponentially grow the channel. This is going to be the year we do it. And then I look at my analytics and I realize I haven't uploaded a video in a month. And then I also realized that my highest performing content every single day is content that I made like 1 or 2 years ago. I'd say back in 2020 was when I really started to pivot my channel more towards the gaming content that I produce now. A big influence of mine was definitely Scott the Woz, and his channel basically laid out the blueprint for what you have to do to be a successful YouTube channel in this genre. I watched him go from being a small channel to an extremely successful channel, and he mentioned multiple times that the way he did it was just by uploading a high quality video that people wanted to watch every single week for a year. So I kind of made this arbitrary goal in the back of my head to upload content every single week. I told myself, this is what you got to be doing, and I just never made the mark. Because it turns out uploading a high quality video every single week is actually pretty hard. If it wasn't, I guess everybody would be doing it, right? So then you start telling yourself, okay, maybe I can make an upload a couple times a month, maybe twice a month, right? That's realistic. And then you don't hit that goal. And then after you've went a month without an upload, the waters start to get muddy. And then you start thinking to yourself, is my audience even gonna stick around after this? Who even is my target audience? Am I making content that people even care about? Because we're going on a few years now, I'm making these videos, and those videos just aren't taking off. You know what I mean? Like, some videos do well for my channel size, and some do better than others, but they never have the lasting effect on my channel that my videos from a couple years ago did. I did a video covering GameCube games on the Wii U, and I did a video covering the Twisted Metal 2012 reboot. Those videos still get more views on average than anything else I've done. So you just start thinking to yourself, well, how do I upload what I want while still retaining a target audience? I think creators of my channel size are in this unique spot because you can look at it from two different perspectives. You can look at it glass half full or glass half empty. On one hand, it's extremely hard to grow an audience when you're a small channel. You're throwing videos out there and you're hoping that YouTube is going to go find the audience for you and bring those people to your channel. But then on the other hand, you're not a big channel that has a well-established niche, you know, something that's locked you into this one specific genre, so you kind of have the freedom to experiment with what you want. But when you've been doing these videos as long as I have, you kind of start thinking, like, you're in this gray area. Like, where do I experiment with this? Okay, gaming videos. Okay, do I do more retro stuff? Can I do like current stuff? How do I blend these genres together? And then at the same time, you're going a month without an upload, you're looking at your analytics, and everything's just going down. I have a couple of ideas in the works, some projects that I'm working on, but I just don't feel 100% confident with them. There's a video I want to do on a PS2 game. It's a pretty niche game, and I think that's going to be a fun video, but I just can't bring myself to finish the script for it. I have another compilation video on some PS1 games that I did a couple of weeks ago, and at the time, it felt like a really interesting topic, but I just haven't brought myself to finish editing that video because I just get bored of editing. And I feel like if I'm getting bored of editing, then what's that going to say about the viewing experience? But I don't want to trash the video because I've already put this much work into it. So it's quite a conflict of interest here. I've even toyed around with the idea that at the end of the year, maybe I'll just stop doing YouTube altogether. I'll just put the brakes on and then I'll go pick up a part-time job because I want to have a house. Where do I draw the line between putting my effort into something that may make me money in the future and is something that I'm passionate about, and taking a break from what I like to go for the realistic goal of stacking a bunch of money together so I can get a down payment for a house? If you're any kind of a small channel or content creator, or even just a person who's worked on a project or a thing for a period of time, I'm sure you can relate to these feelings in one way or another. That feeling of demotivation and that limbo period where you know there's light at the end of the tunnel, but you're still kind of walking around in the dark is something that I feel like everybody can probably relate to in one way or another. And if you're somebody who's just kind of on the outside looking in and you're kind of wondering what goes through the mind of a small YouTube creator like this is what I'm thinking. Because I know I'm not crazy, and I'm sure a lot of people feel this way, but it's just something that I've kind of kept to myself recently. I've been stuck in my thoughts, and this has just been living rent-free in my head for a while, so I wanted to just kind of sit down and express it to you guys. The biggest saving grace that a small channel like mine has are people like you who watch these videos, you know? There are thousands of YouTube channels you could be watching right now, but the fact that you, for whatever reason, chose to pick me, chose to sit and watch this video, just it just means the world to me. Every time you leave a comment, and even if I don't like it, or I forget to like it, or even if I don't reply and have a long conversation with you, just seeing that comment just is like an instant dopamine hit. Like, it can change your mood from here all the way up here. Knowing that there's somebody there that actually really enjoys the things that you work hard on can mean a lot to somebody. So I just want to thank you guys for sticking around with the channel, and I want to thank you for your creative input. I think one thing that's been severely lacking on this channel in the past year is just community involvement in general. I want to take ideas from you guys, feed me suggestions, give me things I can make content on, and we can have a discussion about, a conversation about. There's been a few times where I've been recommended a game or a series and I've taken a look at it and it's just been eye-opening for me. And those are some of the best, most fun things to create content for. And I think that dialogue is very important to not only grow as a channel, but grow as a human being in general. You need that human interaction element. That's why any of us watch these YouTube creators, because we can relate to them or some way or another. Or we find entertainment value in things that they may also find entertainment value in, and you can kind of just have that dynamic that you don't share on a lot of other mediums. I just kind of wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about what's been going on in my head. We've been going like almost a month now with no content. I've been working on a few things. Hopefully they'll materialize soon. Dead Island 2 is coming out at the end of next month, so that's gonna be extremely fun. That'll definitely be something we cover. I mean, we have to, right? With all the other Dead Island content we've had on the channel, we got to do that one. I guess the only thing I have left is to say thank you, and if you guys ever have suggestions for content or you have things you want to say, don't shy away from leaving them in the comments and whatever, because I think that, again, that dynamic is important. So thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys later. Got stuff to work on.